good afternoon at my time, and good morning in whoever's time is morning. I just have an opinion to share, and I don't want to be called like an old-ass person, even though I'm young. An old-ass person who doesn't want change just because I have this opinion. You know, it's just an opinion. I have a feeling that life is losing its priorities. And, of course, it's progress. Whatever's going to happen, if it doesn't happen, whatever should happen, if it doesn't happen, we're fucked. The whole planet is erased. We're giving the power to decide in our lives to the ones who know nothing of us at all. I'm not saying I have any common with anyone like you or anybody around, but it's getting a little bit out of control, I would say. Or in other words, pathetic. It's getting pathetic the way that life is turning out. This isn't my opinion because I'm looking at it, and I'm very objective when it comes to change. Of course, we need it. Change is necessary. It's always going to be. It's something that will always happen regardless of whether you want it to happen or not. But lately, the changes that are continuing to happen are based on the change that has happened. So they're just like, you know what a rerun is? They're just making what used to be something else with a little bit of a kick. It's the same shit. They're just recycling crap. And I've just been seeing more and more of the same thing. The same shit. Because it really is shit. If you really look at it. Like, I'm not jealous. I'm not trying to compare myself. But the stuff that I'm looking at that is popular now is eating shit. Eating shit is popular now. When back then, eating shit was something that you're obviously not supposed to do all the time because, you know, there's responsibilities that you have to take care of throughout the day. And if you don't take care of those responsibilities, well, then you're missing that. And if you miss it, you gotta do it eventually. And if you don't do it, and if you never do it, then you're fucked at the end of the day. You create your own responsibilities and priorities. You know what it is that you gotta do and you wanna do. And you know where you're looking to get to. If you haven't figured it out yet, maybe it's time to start. Because that's the most important part of your life. Not only taking care of the families that you've created, but also taking care of you and your inner being and your whole self and whatever the hell you've learned from watching a fucking screen ever since you got the fucking phone. Just take that into account. We got the opportunity to be a technological society, and we have exploited the hell out of it to the maximum point that things that now seemed impossible before are now possible. Yeah, but it's not really a big, an important thing or even a positive thing, the way that things are turning now. If anybody would like to have their own opinion on what I'm saying, feel free. Like I said, it's not a big deal. This is my objective opinion. I'm saying things don't look the same. It's very, I'm not even speaking subjective because this is actually happening. It's a fact that this is happening. And it's strange. It's very strange. Back then, when I was doing my growing up in childhood, my mother didn't allow me to be on my computer so long because, of course, it's detrimental to my mental and physical health, right? And I understand it now. I didn't understand it then because I was young and I was like addicted to the game. But now it's okay to be addicted to games. Now you gotta stay on the computer. You stay on the computer all day and all night and you're fine. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So why did you give me the advice? Not the advice. Why did you scold me before for doing something that you are now allowing? No, make no sense. And I personally agree with the fact that being on the computer for too long is bad for you. Bad for your health. It's bad for your growth. Bad for your ascension or whatever. We get so many ideas here. A lot of people tell us a lot of different shit. And there's something that We want knowledge. And if you don't want knowledge, I don't know what you want. Because you want to know something. So you look for the person who you think knows it to get that information. And you look up specific keywords to get that information, to see what it is that you are looking for specifically. And there's going to be a lot of generalization throughout the whole, array of choices. But you're going to find it. You're going to find what you're looking for. If you look hard enough and if you type the right things. That is the power that we have now. Technically, we all have superpowers to get whatever we want, whenever we want. And that wasn't always possible. So we got to take advantage in the positive way of this situation that we're in, not in the negative way. And I think a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people, the majority, is doing this for nothing. You're gonna end up at a fucking dead end. You're gonna end up at a dead end, and you didn't grow after doing everything that you did. You think you grow. You think you did because you made the cacharulo, and that's what you think is fucking success. Yeah, cash is good. It's good to have it. It's good to have a lot of responsibilities. It's good to have a lot of people backing you up. It's good to have a family. It's good to have a lot of positive things in your life. Of course. It's not good to have negative. Who wants a negative? I don't know. But we've missed the point. And I'm not trying to be a guru and tell you, hey, this is how you do it. I don't know the information. I'm not going to give you bullshit. I'm not going to bullshit you either. But I see what's happening. And it's a little strange. In my opinion. That's definitely my opinion. The fact that it's strange to me. I never expected this to ever happen. Not that, my life is upon my expectancy. But it kind of just happened like this. Blink of an eye. There's no time for us anymore or anybody around. It's all fucking going fast as hell at all times because you gotta be the one to win. You can't. If you lose, you're nothing. If you win, you're something. And being something is the power. That's where you gotta be. I don't agree. There's some times that you're gonna have to do something, and there's sometimes that you have to really man up and do it. But there's also times that you have to submit, stay behind the scenes so you don't stir up a commotion that you yourself don't even understand. And that happens. There's a lot of people that just want to change things for themselves, but not for anybody else. And they don't consider anybody else's point of view or looks or anything that's happening in their life. It's like, I want this now. I don't care what's happening with you. I'm just going to get it. But then that person gets damaged and sad. And either you have compassion and consideration and you see yourself and you feel like, you made a mistake, or you don't have compassion or consideration and you just ignore and move on and you just literally destroyed a person. You literally destroyed a person who is now behind you because you don't give a shit about what you did to the person. That's sad. We don't want enemies here. We want to be the best that we can be. We want to help out as much as we can because helping is good. Helping is always good. You know how animals help each other? Yes, they help each other. And then some animals kill each other because it just depends on the time. Maybe they're mad at each other, we don't even know. But that's besides the point. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now. We're not talking about animals, we're talking about us. Because we're acting like animals lately. I mean, back then, when you saw new things coming up, it was cool. It was like, yo, I've never seen that. Let me try that. Now there's nothing fucking new. It's just recycled bullshit. And people just trying to make ideas that already exist in a way that, they can profit off of it. By exploiting people's beliefs, taking advantage of people's needs and situations. Like if somebody's sad, you're gonna attack their sadness. You're not gonna try to make them happy. You're gonna try to make them more sad so that they can buy the product that is for sadness to make them happy. But you're gonna make them sad first, so that they're so sad that they say, oh, I need it. I need that product. I need it right now. Why? We're a human fucking race. And we are not in a race. We're just here trying to stay up. Because we were placed in the sky. And we're still in the sky. We're fucking floating planet. Or whatever the hell they've put in our fucking heads. I asked for help. I don't know the answers. I don't know the solutions. But I'm ready and willing to challenge life and myself to find those solutions, to find those situations where we can make it better, not worse. Because the worse it gets, the less you have. The less you have, a lot of shit happens after that. You're just, you fall into a plateau of bullshit, death, complete and total obliteration, and we don't want that. Who wants to die? I mean, this is not the point of life. Hey, I just started life. Now I hate it. I'm out of here. There's no point in that. It's, hey, I just started life. I hate it. And then somebody else, hey man, hey, I used to hate things, but I got into a different position for myself, and I started, wanting to do better for me and better for them and better for everyone. That's just an example of, how somebody can help another. It's the simplest, easiest, less intrusive way. Hey, things could get better, man. And let me try to help you. I can offer some help. But, after a while of helping, supposedly, you think you're helping, but then it becomes a routine and you're not helping anymore. You just made your whole life about helping this person or helping this situation, and you forgot that you had to continue growing along with it. You don't stop where you think you're right. That doesn't make any sense. Because what's the point of that? There's a lot of there's a billion situations happening throughout the whole process of life, completely and utterly, always, eternally. And you have to be ready for these. It's not a challenge. You have to be ready for these instances. You can't just give up on the moment where it's the hardest, because what's the point of that? If you triumph throughout that hard position or moment, well, you're gonna feel great. You're gonna feel amazing after you do it, after you beat it, after you win. But that's a real win. Not beating somebody else, not trying to attack somebody, not damaging somebody's life just so that you can get ahead. That's not winning. That's being a bitch. And I gotta say it straightforward. That's being a fucking bitch. To use someone else to get ahead is the bitchiest fucking move in the world. And I don't mean bitch like a naggy person. I mean you're a real bitch. Like you're a woman. Not necessarily. I mean, if you're a man, you're a woman. Please don't take that as anything. Please, I'm asking out of the bottom of my heart, because I don't want to restart this video. I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it like, oh, women are anything bad. I love women. Everything is great. I love people. Everything is great. People are great. We are great. Life, amazing. It's the best, honestly. There's a lot of bad people here, though. And we know who they are. We know who the fuck they are, bro. And we try to be friends with them. And we try to get opportunities from them. From the bad people, even though we know they're bad, even though we know they're not gonna be good ever, yeah, we still try to satisfy them, please them, give them what they want instead of us getting what we want. Who, of course, we are the majority, and we can do everything. Our priorities, we have priorities, These people do not. They just want to win. Take it. They're gonna take everything out of it. Take everything. They're gonna suck you dry. And you thought you had a friend. But once you're dry and you have nothing else to offer them, see you, sayonara. People are expendable. And that's the worst message that I've ever heard in my life, that I can replace your ass. Yeah, if you're not working out, but if somebody's doing their job and they're working as hard as they can and they're doing the best that they can with the situation at hand and wherever they are, and you take that away from them just because you feel like you're not making a lot, just because, hello, they're doing the best they can, that's a real dick move. Sometimes there's points where you gotta reach that point, and you will know that point, that moment when, hey, that's it. There's nothing else we can do. This is the moment. But you'll know, because it's gonna be obvious. All right. So I think I've spoken enough to put the message forth that we really gotta change. We really gotta change for the better. And we unfortunately made the media, which is something that was created just to entertain us and to, of course, give us practicality throughout life and make things a little easier, into a dependent piece of motherfucking work that we are dependent on. We are literally, like, I've seen kids that if you take away their phone, they die. What the hell? Like, what the fuck? What is that? Bro, it's a fucking phone. You'll get it back eventually. Just do something else. There's a lot of things to do here. And if you don't think there's a lot of things to do, you haven't looked.